Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
This is to Smith. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Smith. Mozgov passes to Smith. Leonard with the steal. And the rejection by James.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
That's a 2 from Parker. San Antonio again missing.
And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad matchups. One of only 3 teams in the NBA last year to defeat every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature.
Passes it to James. The kick out to Irving. Love outside. Back to Irving. Smith for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
San Antonio calls timeout. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
Well, you know, they split their meetings last season, and the way both of these teams love to compete, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened again.
Spurs trail by 10. Parker outside. He dishes it to Ginobili. And it's Duncan penetrating. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got... like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
Smith's shot is good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And Mills kicks it to West. And there's the call on James.
LeBron James. That's his second personal foul.
.111 left in the third quarter. West draws the double. Mills dishes to Diaw. The drive by Green. Here's West. And that one comes up a bit short. Goes up. And the dunk by James.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Kicks it to Diaw. Pass to Green. 6 to shoot. Mozgov with the block. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Smith's got 10 points here in the second half.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top. That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
The drive by James. It'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 14. It's the NBA on 2K Sport. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Spurs trail by 14. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Kyrie Irving is out there with LeBron James. And it's Smith in the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Parker with the steal. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Now here is Aldridge. Fires from deep. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Now Irving. Fires for three. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Smith kicks to James. Fires the three. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's foul number 2 for him. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. Spurs trail by 14. Parker with it. He's picked up by Irving. That's good from Ginobili on the assist by Parker. That's 10 points for Ginobili.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
San Antonio calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from J.R. Smith.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Ginobili outside. Double team on Aldridge. Parker passes to Aldridge. 5 on the clock. Parker dishes to Leonard. Plenty of space. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
They double team Love. The drive by James. And that one's good. James has got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Ginobili outside. The second chance effort. And the rejection by LeBron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Ginobili kicks to Leonard. Off target from three-point range.
Their game plan needs to change.
Man.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
The most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
Yeah, and he pulls that one off, guys, to perfection.
Irving from long range. Can't get it to go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
It's Ginobili outside. Ginobili can't get that one to fall. Irving from long range. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Ginobili gets the bucket.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
Parker's shot is off.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
At the line.
Free throw good, LeBron.
LeBron James. At the line for
Good on both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Parker outside. Duncan outside. Jumper off the screen. And too long on the shot.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And now the fast break. Ginobili with the ball. Dives for it. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. On the wing, James. Covered by Duncan. And here is James. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
Got a piece of it. Diaw with the steal. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in.